All right, half the season is over. We're going into the second half of our college football season. Man, my current standing record to date after my 3-4 of week 6 is 28, 18, and 1. I'm going to recap my week 6, explain how close or if I was even close, and I'm going to give a recap of a little bit of my opinions on what I watched, and we're going to go into week 7 picks. So let's go ahead and start with my 3 losses. Texas -6 at Florida. I took Texas -6 thinking Manning and Sarkisian were the answers. I was completely wrong. Napier bounced back and showed what they were at home, and hey, good for the Swamp. Boise State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame -16. Notre Dame won by 14. I thought they were going to smash Boise State and prove a point, but hey, they're highly ranked, and Boise State is not that good, but they should have had more than what they put up. Miami -6.5 Florida State. Florida State, in my opinion, I took Florida State in the points of 6.5. Florida State does not deserve to be where they're at. At home, they got embarrassed. No more playoff talk for them, please. There's so many more teams that are better. I was very, very disappointed in everything that they put out on the field. It wasn't even fun to watch. I know a lot of people were at the game saying the same thing. K-State at Baylor -5. I took Baylor in the -5. Baylor won by 1. Baylor's not a playoff team at all. Their coach, I'm disappointed in how long he's been there and hasn't turned anything around. They win a couple here and there, but no. Dude, go back to LSU. But once I got right, Clemson -13 at North Carolina. Of course, I said Bill Belichick's worried about one thing, and it's not football. He's making a mockery of that sport, and those fans are not having it. They're tired of it. The girlfriend antics got to go. Gold digging can only get you so far, right? Get you losses. Good old sugar daddy. Boston College at Pittsburgh. Now, I took Pittsburgh -3. I said Pittsburgh was superior. Pittsburgh didn't even play around. They destroyed Boston College. Colorado plus 13.5 at TCU. I took TCU minus the points, of course. Man, I believe TCU was way better beforehand, and they showed they were just better and can prove a point they could do the point spread that I picked. Now, these point spreads are moving back and forth. I do the first point spreads that come out to give the whole week of my video being out. And these point spreads are killing me because I'm taking the hardest ones, apparently. But TCU, at home, they proved a point. I made a video about Sanders and the snake oil salesman that he is, and the Colorado media sucking it up. Please watch all 4 videos because they go in order, and I point out all the losses and what's going to happen with them. I'm not a fortune teller, but I do watch a lot of college, and I pay a lot of attention to Colorado media for some reason. Let's go ahead and get into week 7 and my picks. Now, the places I use to pick and get point spreads early, I use Vegas Odds, CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports, and ESPN as they drop. But okay, here we go. I'm taking game number 1, Michigan at USC, and for some reason they're giving USC +3 at home. I don't know why. Normally they're better at picking than I am, but Michigan, are they superior, especially on the road going in that time zone? I don't think so. So I'm taking USC and the 3. Indiana +3 at Oregon. I'm taking Oregon and the -3. Oregon and Autzen. This is going to be fun to watch. I hope they pummel them worse. But Indiana, in my opinion, because of their schedules from last year and all the hype they got, they didn't deserve to be where they were. Why? Because they got smashed. But anyway, let's continue. Alabama at Missouri. I'm taking Alabama and -6 because Alabama, to me, they're showing they are playing with poise and they want to be in the playoff. Alabama is a dangerous team to go against. Vanderbilt, they just happen to run into them. Vandy is good. Vandy has a lot of heart, and if Vandy would have won, I'd still be taking Alabama in this game. Alabama's resilient, and DeBoer doesn't want to lose his job. Game number 4, the Red River shootout. Here we go. Texas -10.5 in Oklahoma. I was going to say but it's a Red River shootout. I'm taking Oklahoma in 10.5. Why? Because that's a lot of points with a good team. Oklahoma is good. They are way better than Florida. So that's what I'm going to leave it right there. All right, Florida Gators +7 at Texas A&M. I'm taking Texas A&M at home with the -7 because I believe Napier is going to run into a brick wall, and this could be it to stop his little magical one game. Texas A&M, I've read the injury report. They look pretty solid no matter what. Next, Iowa State -3 at Colorado. I'm taking Iowa State and -3, and everybody's going to say I'm a homer for just watching Colorado lose. No. Colorado home is a different team, but the problem is they're still not well coached. They make really bad decisions, and they prove it week to week, even against their bad teams. But Iowa State, as long as they got Rocco Beck back there and Abu Sami, I know, man, Colorado, I'm starting to feel bad about all the picks that I put against them, but they prove me right every week. And I did, like I said, I've got a whole series of denial videos for the Colorado media to watch. But I am taking Iowa State and -3. Next game, in the 7th game, Georgia -7.5 at Auburn. I'm taking Auburn and the 7.5. Auburn at home. Auburn has to wake up. They don't suck. Georgia, they're something else. Whenever they play teams that are not as good as them, they do break away and prove a point. But Auburn, I know I sound kind of iffy on it, but yeah, Georgia, I'm going to take Auburn at home just because just watching home teams yesterday reminds me, hey, college is a whole different monster when it comes to this stuff. But all right, like I said, if y'all want to check out my denial videos of Colorado media, please. I've been right all along, and I've got a lot of hate. All these picks, I'm trying to improve my record, which I am sick. I'm standing at 28-18-1 after my debacle of this week. But yeah, y'all have a good day, and let's see how much these point spreads move over the week.